I did a lot of digging in this bed this year, and this is lemon thyme, lemon balm, and I planted these 3 plants new. This used to be full of other stuff, and I was afraid that we had damaged my dragon plants, but they just came right up, and I am so happy about that. I am so excited to share my green dragon plant. It's so lovely. Its scientific name is Pinellia Tripartita. It's known as the green dragon or the voodoo lily. Now, I don't really like the voodoo lily, but I didn't know it was called green dragon because I bought it from a native plant sale in St. Genevieve, Missouri some years ago. And the guy told me it was a dragon's tail, and that stuck with me ever since. So here's why it's called a dragon's tail. Here's the tail. Isn't that fun? So this is the bloom, and there's another one over here getting ready to shoot out its dragon tail nice and long and bloom, but it's not quite there. The family is the Araceae family or the arum family. It's also called the aroid family. This family is known, I saw a lot of houseplants in this family, so I'm excited to learn more about it. So this family has a commonality of flowers on a spadix, which is a spike or rod-like structure on a fleshy stem. So the spadix is usually hugged by a spathe, which is a bract that looks like a single petal to me. It is all rather confusing to first learn. So as a good memory tool, I have a peace lily inside, and most people know what a peace lily looks like. So I'm thinking about the flower on the peace lily, and the white petal-like part is the spathe that is hugging the spiky part in the middle, which is the spadix. I've got some really close quarters. I have this plant here, and I can't scoot my bottom over there, so we're going to bend this dragon's tail back to look. So the petal-like part, this rounded part around the edge here, is the spathe, and it's we've learned in previous videos, if you've been following with me, that this is the bract, the part that supports the flower. And now I don't even see the spadix. I'm wondering if this is not in full bloom yet. So the spadix is a spiky part that's supposed to be kind of down in here. But this dragon's tail is supposed to come out of the spadix. So it must be hiding in here. Maybe it's going to open up some more. Maybe my tail's going to get longer. It sure does look like. See, there's a line there. Like it could open up more. It's just so fun. There's the tail. Woo-hoo! So the green dragon is in the same family and is closely related to the Aracema, which is the jack in the pulpit. I think I wrote it down, Aracema tripartum. And I've always loved jack in the pulpit. I think they're so cool. I love seeing the jack in the pulpit as a native plant along the hiking trails here in Missouri, and I've always thought it would be cool to have one of my own in my garden. So this is the next best thing, and it's already in my garden. How super cool is that? So the name Pinellia is in honor of a man with the last name Pinelli, who died in 1601, so he lived in the 1500s. of the Botanic Garden in Naples, Italy. And the name Tripartita is from the Latin word meaning tri, or three, and partita meaning part, as there is a trifoliate there is a trifoliate, which is the three-parted leaf that we're looking at. The plant has one leaf and is surely intriguing to observe. So let's look at it. I think it's so cool. So this is a three-part leaf, and the second name, the species name, is because it's a three-part leaf. And you see we have one leaf that goes down and then one flower. So this one is the same. The leaves are so fun. And then one flower. So we have a whole bunch of them right here together, and each one of them should have dragon tails coming out of them, although I don't see them yet. See, this is one where the leaves aren't open up all the way, so we could have a whole lot of dragon tails flying through the air. If not, these leaves themselves are just so much fun looking. They have this like deep shape, so if you look at it, they create these shadows kind of in the sun within each other. The common name of green dragon is in reference to the shape like a dragon's tail and the green color of the flower structure. Although the flower is green, it just kind of blends in with the rest of it. This is a bulb, and it spreads by tubers. That's why I've got one going over there. And I had no idea that they were bulbs, because when I got it, it was in a pot, and we just took the whole bulk of dirt out and put it in the dirt here. And I never looked at it. I always assumed it had perennial roots, but it doesn't. So I love learning. It does have pods that contain the seeds, and I'll have to look for that and watch for the plant more closely. We've actually cleaned out our garden bed, and I thought I might have inadvertently tossed these, so I'm really excited that they came up, as this area was really cleaned out, and most of these plants, except for that lemon thyme over there, are new to this area. So I was super excited when they popped up. But it says this is not invasive like some other forms, but it will also spread by the seeds. So if you don't want it to spread by seed, be sure to pluck those seeds. I'm really interested to see what the seeds look like. The plant height is 6 to 12 inches. The thing of it is all parts of the plant are poisonous. The bulb, the skin. Oops, it says it can cause skin irritation if you're allergic, and so I'm hoping I'm not allergic. The color of the flower is considered chartreuse, which is a yellow-green, but it does not have much color at all other than blending in green with the leaves. This flower structure is also similar to the calla lily, and it's at the top, just in review, because this is the main feature. It's at the top of a stem, so here's the fleshy stem that's naked, no leaves on it, because this is the leaf over here. And it consists of the pale green aspadics, which contain both the male and female parts, which I don't think we can see yet. And wrapped around the spadix is the spathe blade. So that's this part. And all flowers on the spadix face the same direction away from the spathe. So, what are you doing? She was catching a bug so the bug wouldn't hurt Mama. So there's flowers in here, and I think when it opens up more, we're going to be able to see them. I'll come back and film some more. But all the little flowers are going to face the same direction away. And the fun part is that the spadix has a 7 to 10 inch. I don't know how many inches this one is. Oh, she's going to join Mama. A 7 to 10 inch extension that is very long and whip-like, which goes up from the lip of the spathe. So this would be a lip because it bends over into the air, and this is why it's called a dragon's tail. Isn't it a fun plant? Here we are on the front of the dragon's tail, and I have to be careful. You see a shadow here, and there's the one we were looking at. It goes like that. Super fun. So I hope it opens up more. I'm going to keep a watch on it before I finalize this video. There's the tail. I hope we get some more tails for you to see. But regardless, this wispy plant is just airy and fun to me in the garden. My lovely dragon's tail. So this is the first one to bloom, and it's starting to turn yellow. Makes me think that the inside is not going to do anything more. Makes me want to pull it apart. I have this one as well, and another one coming up. So I'm going to call this video done. That one's going straight up.